As ethical hackers, we crack passwords all the time. And sometimes that can take a very long time, so we want to speed things up. And that's where our old friend Hashcat comes in. Before we start, you need to make sure that Kali Linux has 4 gigs of RAM. Just go to the player, go to Manage, go to Virtual Machine Settings. If memory is not at least 4 GB RAM, then shut Kali off and go change that setting and start Kali again. We're going to need 2 files. One is the activity file. The other is our hash file, ntlmhashes.txt. Drag and drop the hash file onto the Kali desktop. We can take a look at it. Open it up. Here are some hashes, NTLM hashes, that were grabbed during a hash dump from a Windows machine. Close that up. The next thing we need is a dictionary. Kali ships with a number of good dictionaries, but the craziest one is something called RockU. Let's go take a look. You can either copy and paste from your text file here, or you can just play along as I type. cd/USR share word lists. Like that. Enter. ls. Enter. RockU is compressed. It's zipped. That's why it's red. So we need to unzip it. Let's sudo gunzip rocku.txt.gz. Enter. Okay, let's ls again. Enter. Now we can see, since it's in white, it's just a text file. Please don't open it. It's gigantic. Let's see how big it actually is. ls-l. Enter. You can see all of the other little word lists. They're pretty small. And then there's RockU. It is gigantic. What is it? 1, 2, almost 140 megabytes in size. Huge. Yeah, definitely don't try to open it with a text editor. Let's go back to Kali's homepage. cd tilde, enter. So we are now in the home directory for Kali. Let's clear. Clear. And now we're going to use Hashcat. Hashcat is really popular. Security analysts use it because it can be run on a graphics card GPU. So you've got these people buying $1,000 NVIDIA cards just to run Hashcat. But our needs are modest, so we can just run it on the CPU, and we don't need a monster of a video card. We're going to run Hashcat in NTLM mode because we know that these are NTLM hashes. It'll be a dictionary attack. The output will be called cracked.txt. The input is that NTLM hashes text file, and the dictionary is RockU. So here's the command, Hashcat. The mode, meaning the algorithm, is 1000. That represents NTLM. The attack type A0 is a simple dictionary attack. The output will be on the desktop called crack.txt. The input is the NTLM hashes, and we're using the RockU dictionary. Copy this whole line. It's one line. Copy. Come over to Kali, right-click, paste. You can right arrow if you don't want to see all the highlighting. If everything is all set, press enter and let it run. And it's going. I love the fact that it has a temperature watchdog. The trigger is set to 90 degrees Celsius. And it's still going, and it's done. If we scroll back a bit here, we can see that 7 out of 10 passwords were recovered. That's great. Using this dictionary file, RockU, with this input here, it was indeed NTLM. And we went through the whole RockU file. Whew. There's cracked.txt. Double-click it, open it up. Ah, here are the cracked passwords. Great. So that is a very common example of how to crack passwords. We grab hashes by some other means, and then we send them to a password cracker like Hashcat. And with that, we can move on.